Now joining me, the host on Mad Dog Radio, Mad Dog Unleashed. That's our good friend, Christopher Mad Dog Russo. Doggy, how you doing?
Zach, how are you, pal? Things going, all right?
Everything's going great. Is that true that you're leaving on Friday to get home for Timmy's basketball game?
Saturday. I'm leaving Saturday morning, so I will not stay for the game. I will leave Saturday. I will leave early. I would leave anyway. My wife's birthday's on the 3rd anyway, so I wouldn't stay here for those extra 2 days unless I just bring the whole family here, which I'm not doing. So Saturday morning I will leave. I'll be on top of the game, but not live in person.
I'll tell you this, we were getting off the plane. Funny thing. They go to my dad, Bob Gelb, your former
producer.
producer.
I love him.
Do you need a wheelchair? They asked him that getting off the plane.
Oh, my God, poor guy. Jeez, how's he doing?
He's doing good. He's walking, he's gimping around, but he's fine. Let's get to this game. Tom Brady asked you this question last year with Ben Roethlisberger. What would be his status if he wins the Super Bowl? Brady wins the Super Bowl. Where do you rank him among the all-time greats?
Well, I think, listen, I'm not that would put him at 4, so from a number perspective, that puts him with Montana. I think he's in the top 5 anyway. I don't think he needs this game to solidify that. Montana, Unitas, Graham, Brady, those 4 or 5 are in the mix, no matter how you figure it out. Is he going to jump Unitas, Montana, or Graham if he wins this game? I'm not sure if I'd go that far. He's in the discussion anyway. I think the legacy aspect of the game is Belichick. I think he's the guy that needs to win the game because he would have lost 2 consecutive Super Bowls to Coughlin, and that would be too much to overcome from a great guy. That would really bother him. So I think Brady, listen, I expect him to play well in the game. I think, obviously, you like to get that 4th Super Bowl to tie Montana. I think, it's dealer's choice if you think he's better than Montana anyway. So I think, in essence, his legacy is almost cemented. I think Belichick is the interesting one. I think he has to win the game.
When you're comparing the two between Brady and Montana, obviously, Brady did lose a Super Bowl. Montana never lost a Super Bowl.
Right.
But here's the one thing. Montana had Jerry Rice. When Brady won Super Bowls, it was with Deion Branch. It was with Troy Brown, David Pattons, David Givens. Does that help him out a little bit when
I
comparing
understand.
those two?
Yeah, he didn't have no other Hall of Famers with him. And, Montana had Rice the second 2 Super Bowls. He did not have Rice the first 2. Rice did not play on the Niners until '85, so he was on the '88 and '89 teams. As far as Brady hasn't had, as you said, there's no Hall of Famers on Brady's offense. So I do understand that Brady's not working with the same kind of person. Moss, but he didn't win a Super Bowl with Moss.
Yeah.
I get the point. I think that helps. Listen, Brady, unless he absolutely stunk in a game, which he's not going to. Brady, to me, he's top 5 in history.
Agreed.
I'm not going to put him ahead of Montana. I don't care if he wins 20 Super Bowls. I'm not putting him ahead of Montana. He's in a class with Montana. That's good enough.
If he continues this success, Rob Gronkowski, he could be a possible Hall of Famer, and that could give Brady one Hall of Famer to play with on the offensive side of the ball. Gut feeling, do you think Gronkowski plays?
Yeah, I do. I think he's going to play. The question is, how does he play?
Exactly.
He will play. The question is if he's going to play great or not so great, and if he's going to be compromised. He's got a bad high ankle sprain. You got to figure he's going to be hobbled a bit. They obviously don't have to. They need a 90% Gronkowski, not a 50% Gronkowski. Mm-hmm. He will play. The effectiveness is the question. We'll find out on game day.
We're talking to Mad Dog Russo. Dog, 2 more questions right before we let you run.
Shoot.
The Patriots, they need to get a better performance from the offensive line in this Super Bowl compared to 07.
Yep.
Many different players break down this pass rush on the Giants side going up against the Pats offensive line.
Well, obviously they can't let those 4 defensive linemen get to Brady. They will probably play a lot of hurry up to keep that defensive line a little off balance, to maybe tire them out in the 4th quarter. I think the Patriots might try to run the ball a little bit to keep them a little off balance too, just to give them a little change of pace once in a while. But that is one of the keys of the game. Zach hit it right in the head. Does Brady have enough time to go out there? This is a very fast track, which is going to help the defensive line. Look at Freeney. He plays here, all the sacks that he's had. Robert Mathis. So this is going to probably help the Giant defensive line get off the starting gate. And I'm with you 1,000%. That's a very, very significant aspect of this game is the defensive front 4. Patriots will do what they have to do to keep Brady upright. If I had the answer for that question, will he have time or not have time, I can tell you who's going to win. So, but that is a very key aspect of the game.
Last one, the Patriots defense, they've been terrible this year up against the pass. Up against the run, they've been okay. They haven't been as bad as people have been making them out to be. Another key for the Giants, if they want to win this game, they have to run the ball, go on long drives, because that keeps number 12 off the field, just like what the Steelers did this year. When they played them, they put Rashard Mendenhall on long drives. They fed it to the ball to the tight ends. Can the Giants establish a good rushing attack consistently in this game to beat the Patriots?
I think they run the ball a little bit, but I think this game is going to be about the Patriots secondary partly, whether they can stop the Giant 3 receivers. The Giants are going to make their living throwing the football.
Agreed.
And it's about Manningham, Nix, who didn't play in the first game this year, by the way, between the two teams, and Cruz, and with the Patriots secondary, who had a lot of trouble with the Ravens, will the Patriots secondary come out here and get the job done? I can't answer that question. That's the second aspect of the game that is most important. How the Patriots secondary will stop the Giant passing attack. A lot of people think whoever gets the ball last wins the game, and a lot of people think the team that can run out the clock with a lead without having a punt in the last 3 or 4 minutes can win the game. So you don't want to give the ball to Manning or Brady in the last 2 minutes. That's very important to the game.
I saw you ripped your shirt off on Boomer and Carter
Yeah,
this
I did
morning.
that.
Now, do you want to top one on this show? You want to do a little salsa dance for the Giant fans?
Little Victor Cruz. Good job, Zach. I won't do that. I do like the Patriots to win, though, 30-24.
From your lips to God's ears. Doggy, thanks so much.
As
I
a
appreciate
Patriot
it, my
fan,
man.
Zach Gelb is. Good job, Zach. Thanks.
Thanks, dog.